Hello all. Today we are going to discuss about a concept of history of Indian film. One of the important aspects or one of the important topics which every filmmaking student has to know this concept. So as we all know, Indian film industry is one of the world's oldest uh, industry. It has 100 years of cinema experience. So, from that day onwards today, India has grown tremendously in this field. Indian films are undoubtedly or unquestionably most seen movies of the world. Today, we are producing more than 2000 films in a year. So, we are doing it in different cities of uh, India, that is Chennai, Bangalore, Kolkata, Hyderabad. So, uh, so all over the world, people are enjoying watching Indian films over past 100 years. So, Indian cinema, in popularly they called as a Bollywood. In popularly, I quote that word. In popularly, they called as a Bollywood. But Indian film is altogether, it is combination of regional language films. All regional language films together we call as a Indian film. But popularly in Western perspective, they call Indian films as a Bollywood. So Indian cinema divided in 11 languages. That is, that 11 language film we call together as a regional films. Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, Bengali, Bhojpuri, Assami, Oriya, Punjab, and these are all the main regional language films. In between, there are sub-regional language films like Tulu, Kodava, etc. And we call these regional language films in different names like Bollywood, Tollywood, Mollywood, Sandalwood. So that these are the some of the popular names which in India we call them in these names. So these are all the general perspectives about Indian films. So when we are looking to Indian film history, can be viewed in three stages, that is silent era, talkie era and new era or golden age of Bollywood. So first silent era. Silent era, it begins from 1896 to 1930. It ends in 1930. So cinema which appeared during this time is called as a silent era films. So silent films means the films which focused only visuals rather than the sounds. So no sounds, there is a no sounds in films. That films is called as a silent films. Harishchandra Bhatwadekar made India's first short film in 1899. It was about wrestlers. So this movie is had no story, just actions or visuals. So, when we discussing this history, we had to know that history of Indian films began along with the world history films. So next few years, there is no films in India. After 1899, Harishchandra Bhatwadekar, he made a film. After that, no films. But some of the interested makers gone through the technology of cinema. By 1912, it was N.G. Chatterjee and R.J. Thorney of Bombay were the first to make film based on a story in India. It was Pundalik, a film based on the life of a holy man from Maharashtra. So that was the first story-based movie which came in India. Next, all we know, that is the history. We consider it as one of the it was one of the milestone of Indian film. That is in 1913, May 3, India's first feature film was got released. It was directed by Dandiraj Govindraj Phalke, Raja Harishchandra. The movie name called Raja Harishchandra. So Raja Harishchandra was the full-length feature movie of India. Dandiraj Govindraj Phalke was considered as a father of Indian films. So Dadasaheb Phalke was from Nasik. So during his story or his life journey towards fulfillment, as his view on films was very interesting. He was from Nasik. During that time, there is no female actors or female crew technicians to do films. All male people are doing these things, I mean these film things. So he laid a foundation for the future of Indian films. He not only made films, he tried to develop industry through his trainings, through his various levels of efforts to bring young filmmakers into prominence. He established a studio in Nasik and he trained a lot of young filmmakers there. So Phalke decided to make a feature film after watching The Life of Christ in 1906, theatre in Bombay, and later he did this Raja Harishchandra. After that, Phalke made again, there are a lot of films like Sri Krishna Janma in 1917, Kaliya Mardan in 1919. So, but he faced a lot of problems, I mean financial as well as technological problem. But in between that, he laid the foundation, and a lot of other filmmakers from Kolkata and Maharashtra started doing films. So during the silent era, 1896 to 1930, over hundreds of films were made in India. However, only few of them are survived now, restored in archives of Pune. So advancement of technology, early adoption of Indian filmmakers made Indian cinema into a different heights in these days. So various social movements, technological development directly affected Indian films. Hence by 1930, Indian films turned into a new age, that is the age of sound, era of studio system. So in next class, we'll discuss about the era of age or era of studio system. Thank you.